what I want to get over to you is the spiritual mind's in the natural mind, which means a spiritual thought you have of God that's correct, that comes from God, is inside a natural thought. So the natural thought is thinking the exact same words as the spiritual thought, but it's up to you to know how to measure that correctly, that you're looking at the word God's telling you out of your spiritual mind and not your natural mind. Again, like the TV show, your spiritual mind standing up saying, I'm John Smith, world-renowned architect. I designed the Eiffel Tower. But your natural mind's also standing up saying, I'm John Smith, world-renowned architect. I designed the Eiffel Tower. So in other words, any revelation you get from God, your spiritual mind is receiving it and your natural mind's receiving it. And you got to know which one is the real you, is the born-again spirit that you are. And because if you don't, if you measure it wrong, take heed how you measure it. It says in Mark 4, to him that can measure it correctly, you'll go on with God. But to him that does not know how to measure it correctly, then even that which you think you have with God is taken away and you're going out of God. So the spiritual thought is inside the natural thought, and your job is, through understanding who you are in the spirit, your spiritual mind, is you pull down the lie of the natural mind. You pull down that stronghold. And listen, this is, we think, because the spiritual mind is interpreting the same words that the natural mind is trying to interpret it. For example, I may say grace and what it means, and a person who is really deep into hyper grace, he may use the same definition of grace as I have, but we mean two entirely different things, but we're using the same word. So if you don't know how to measure the word grace correctly, you think you're going into God, but you're going out, because you're measuring the word grace with your natural mind, when it can only be understood out of your spiritual mind. But if you don't know how to tell the difference between your spiritual mind and your natural mind, you can easily be confused, and you think you're going into God and you're going out.